Today on What's the Hug?
14-year-old kid.
I am.
And I understand people doing that though.
So
I don't knock you either for doing it that way.
You're not wrong.
For you, Tupac, if somebody randomly had a videotape, it's like, yo, I didn't want to show this because I love Tupac, but he actually was the Jeffrey Epstein of the 90s.
I'll stop fucking with him.
You'll stop.
He's no longer your father no more.
He might be my father. I'm like,
You see him, but you're separated.
You're separating, but also you're picking and choosing because of who you like more.
But also, he didn't do that, so.
That's what, if you asked me about Bill Cosby 10 years ago, I would have said the same thing. No, he would have never done that.
Right.
No, Bill Cosby's the man. Huxtable, drugging women. You were like, no, and they come out like
Albert.
Yeah.
Not bad, Albert.
Welcome to another episode of What's the Hook Podcast. I'm your great host, Bileko Wissa, here with
Keenan Baker, what's going on, y'all?
Hope y'all asleep.
Nah, I didn't like.
and
Huca Bera.
and we love.
Meeko Cicero,
I'm so happy to see you.
No, you're not.
I take it all back. And we're here with another special guest again.
Hey, glad to be back, y'all. My name is Dion Lack.
It's funny he just flip the hat backwards.
Yeah.
I'm the only one with a different outfit.
It's all good. We work hard for y'all.
Dion get a fake humble with the hands.
Hey.
Brothers, sisters.
That's a good segue. The humility, right? With the hands. Oh,
If you don't got the Birdman hand rub,
oh man,
you ain't doing it right.
That's
Go ahead, B.
But then the topic that we're going to talk about is idol worship, right? Of celebrities, right? I guess what was the question we talked off camera? Who did you idol worship?
Mm-hmm.
When did you stop idol worshiping a celebrity or somebody you looked up to?
Do you still idolize somebody now?
Right.
Do you still idol worship? And
How do you feel about people that still idol worship celebrities or famous people?
Let's break down the word idol worship.
Let's go. Yeah.
I really feel like the word idol is anything that you put before your moral compass. I feel like you feel like this is something that can change my life. And if I worship and practice their life and their, the thing I will sacrifice, I will risk it all to be a part of that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a problem. So that idol worship doesn't have to be an actual person.
Mm.
It could be lifestyle, it could be your phone, it could be the computer, it could be your work. Like I'm risking it all for this particular thing.
wouldn't an idol be a person though? Worshipping is different. I understand that, but I feel like when I never think of work or phone when it comes to idol worship at all.
You don't. But it happens when you put things like there's a whole thing. I don't know if you guys are all in the Bible or not. But there's a whole thing about the idol Baal. Like they actually made a bull to worship it because it was like I want to see God, so let's make our God, and this is going to be the God. And they literally was worshiping, and that was the first idol in the Bible. Just like now we have eyes on our God, and we're gonna name him Baal, and they sacrificed everything to worship this thing, and then obviously.
And it's also like a metaphor too, like it just be an item. It can be an item as well, like the idol worship. No, well, I'm looking up.
Niggas out here praying to their phones. Oh, come on, iPhone 8. I just.
What's really funny?
When you wake up, you be like, "Who has texted me? Who has called me?"
You know what's funny?
That's true.
No, you know what's funny because you just did a sketch on like the prayer on the like what people say when their phones drop. Oh God, oh God, oh God.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's so funny.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to go? Okay, so with that definition, do you guys want to go around the room?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with who did you used to idol worship, or if you did, or if you didn't, whatever.
I would say it was Master P.
That's hilarious.
And at the time,
literally his name was Master.
Puff Daddy.
Funny because he's not from Chicago. That's what's really funny.
It was more of the business mind, and entrepreneurship, I guess that they practice.
Okay.
And that really motivated me to do everything on my own, whether it's do my own graphics because I knew how I wanted the vision.
Graphics are great, by the way.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Make my own beats, record myself, write my own music. I was making Like I would take the trucker hats, like the empty hats, and I would draw like HB, like Huca Bera on it, and I was selling those for like $25. And this was at a young age, so yeah, I just followed everything that they did.
Like that, you're worshiping a guy whose name is Master.
Oh, shit. It just goes hand in hand.
And it's great. It was if he was white, then we would have had an issue.
right.
But we all know Master P is black, and then Master P has done a lot of great things, whether it's for the community and stuff like that.
He still does.
Yeah, he still does. He still does a lot of good stuff. Great entrepreneur.
I still do. I used to idol worship like Tupac because that's my dad. And I used to idol worship Sierra a lot because I used to love like the way she danced. I used to love like everything about her persona was like so dope to me, you know. And I was just like, she's fucking it.
Hey, that she kind of sort of fell off.
She fell off with music.
Yeah.
Because she every time she goes like she peaks, she does some like she like disappears or whatever. Like, she stops fucking with certain people. And then she just does something like else, like modeling or some shit.
She had the cheat code, man. I
Yeah,
really
she
loved
did.
her, but I feel like I know you're probably gonna not disagree, but I feel like I seen her and Carrie Hilson the same. They had a hot opening career, and all of a sudden it's like, yo, what happened? You
Carrie
had
Hilson though, she fucked up.
it. Beyonce.
You can't talk about Beyonce and think that nothing's gonna happen to you.
That beehive is real.
What?
That's the idol worshiping right there. That beehive.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
But I think with Sierra though, she's stayed kind of like keeping herself out there and relevant and maybe even innovative, whatever you want to call it, because we still talk about her.
That's like Russell Hilton.
But no, but she's still doing stuff. Whether it's her with the children, whether it's whatever like that, she's still making herself relevant in 2019 without putting out a banger track, which she's known for having hits. So
that's the only thing I'm mad about. Is like you came in hot, you disappeared. Came in hot again, disappeared again. Came in hot a third time, and she really could have skyrocketed with the whole Future era. And just
can I tell you who fell off 3 times? I can say 4 times.
Oh,
Olivia.
Bruh.
You remember Olivia?
Was Olivia really on?
She
nah.
She had that
the
big
possibility
hit.
too.
And she fell off.
She was like
then
the
she came back
Ashanti
with G Unit, then fell off.
Well, what was her big hit?
Where?
I'm
Word.
about to biz out.
Oh yeah.
What?
That was a big hit?
If it's on the
I
radio,
ain't heard it.
Nah, bro.
You heard that
Wasn't
song?
a big hit.
Wasn't big.
I can't.
I remember G-Unit.
I can't. At first, I heard her was with G-Unit, but I also too. I don't think she ever solo wise blew up, so I can't say she blew up.
Yeah.
Now we knew her because of 50, but she never had a solo hit to where we was like, this is Olivia only. Even Best Friend, that was like her and 50 again.
Right.
So Sierra had Goody. She had a couple other tracks. She had she had tracks.
Talk about her. She got hits.
Right.
Truly.
So it's like I think that's where. Yeah, I can't put Olivia on that. And no disrespect to Olivia, but yeah.
All disrespect for me.
What about you, Keenan?
Oh shit.
All cap.
That was his woman.
You know what's funny? I can't think of anybody that I've really idol worshipped like that. I mean, I was a huge fan. I guess in college, Kanye was the closest. From high school to college, Kanye was the closest because a lot of us, like when you were like, if you wasn't gang banging, but you wasn't just super smarty arty dude, you was kind of like the Kanye kid. Like you was into dope shit. You was a dope dude. You know, you got girls, but you rock certain clothes. Yeah. You like, I just want to have the dopest gear. A lot of his references is like I got because like, you know, he messed with like a lot of stuff that I mess with. But I still can't say it was like an idol worship with him though.
Not even when he was young, like younger than college.
I mean, honestly, if I'm going off stuff like that, it would be like fucking cartoon characters. They could like. It'd be like, nigga, I love like Dragon Ball Z. People know it like anime. Like, yeah, I love Dragon Ball Z. So I wanted to be a Dragon Ball Z character like for the longest. But I can't necessarily because even like Michael Jordan, like I love Mike, but I didn't necessarily
risk it all.
Want to really be like Mike like that. Like I was just like,
pun intended.
Yeah. So not a big sense of like she said like Tupac's her dad. Like
that's my father.
How?
That's my dad.
How?
That's my dad. That's my father.
I'm asking you how though.
I'm just telling you because that's my father. Like
Can
how
I-
do you
can I
have?
ask
not even
this?
answering the
And
question.
I
This
know
is
you're
like-
going to say this, but I really feel like people, if you didn't be a part of that generation. A lot of people are just a part of the bandwagon. I'm not saying you're a part of the bandwagon, but a lot of people say, who's the greatest rapper? Tupac, Biggie, and then they go back and try to figure out like, oh, I can see now. Like, I feel like a lot of people are part of the bandwagon.
I feel like it got bigger. As a kid, I already like fucked with him because of his music. But I feel like as I got older and I really started watching interviews and I actually started like seeing what he's trying to what he was about, other than the whole Suge thing before that all happened. I was just like, yo, he actually was trying to make an impact. You know what I mean? I love people who try to make impact.
Yeah.
How old were you again when you heard about Tupac?
When he died.
I was fucking kid. I was a kid.
When he
died. He died in 94 or 6. Yeah, I was a kid. But it still stuck with me.
Because it's not really your fault. It's with somebody like that, they create an occultic personality. So when he dies, or whatever, for somebody like you that probably wasn't there, that was like next to him, of course we weren't there like next to him or whatever. You believe in that occultic personality after they die, especially since he had so much music.
Yeah.
You can build this caricature.
Right.
Because remember, black people to white people are looked at as caricatures. We're not real.
I mean, I know he's not perfect.
No.
I'm very aware of that.
No. But it's still because I mean, we
same thing happened with Nipsey. Happened with Tupac.
Oh, it's happening right now. You create this occultic personality.
Right. Like I did not listen to his music at all.
Right. He was never my favorite rapper. I liked him as a rapper.
I don't think people are in it for him being a rapper. A lot of what he did for his community. The first time I ever heard about Nipsey was not about his music. It was all about everything he was doing within California.
Yeah.
That's what made me fuck with Nipsey. And I feel like that's the reason why a lot of people started fucking with him. But I mean, if you telling me you fucked with him because it was his music, I mean, of course he had fans. Somebody was listening to it. Somebody was buying those shits.
I went to
However, and he was actually popping. But I don't think that was the reason.
I mean, I can sit there and say I was actually a fan of the music. Like, I was a huge fan of Crenshaw when it first came out. I literally, when Victory Lap came out, I was like the only nigga in my group text, and all my group texts is saying Victory Lap is the album of the year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Every single day they bring a new album. Victory Lap's album of the year.
Wow.
So I was actually a fan of the music, but I will say what made me a bigger fan of Nipsey, and I would say it was his interviews, like you said with Pac. But it was way before he died. I remember, I forgot who I found, maybe Dr. Boyce Watkins, and he's talking about investing. And I don't know why the next clip was Nipsey, and then Nipsey was talking about investing and getting into cryptocurrency. And I was like, this is a street nigga. What?
How do you know about this?
And then I just went down a rabbit hole of start finding these interviews with him at that time.
How it started.
And I was just like, damn, this dude, he's not just about this. He's about trying to yo, man, we can invest our money too. It's whether it's back in the community or don't be broke. Even take some of that drug money, nigga, throw a little bit of that
for
and
him,
invest in and stuff like that.
For him, remember it's funny. Remember when we had Zunes?
Yeah.
So we were fans when Bullets Had No Names came out. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I was a fan of his. What made me more of a fan was when he did this interview with Gilly. Remember we did that interview with Gilly where him and this some other Rolling Sixes were just chilling and he was just talking. And I was like, wow, this guy's, I like him more now because at the age when he was coming out, I'm older. I was like, I don't really look at people I'm not going to worship a celebrity. I have to take them for what they are. You make music, which is good. That's fine. That's a good career. I'm not going to idol worship you. But the answer, who I used to idol worship, Kobe Bryant and Tupac, right? Tupac for, my mother loved Tupac. And it's funny because my mom being African, every time she listened to his music, she would always be like, there's nothing wrong with that boy. He's trying to send a message, right? Even at such a young age or whatever, right? And of course, dear mama, right? Who does it?
That's what did it.
But then my mom knew the history of the Panthers and his mom in New York or whatever. So she was always a fan or whatever. With Kobe, and I say this as a joke on stand-up or whatever, I look like nobody in my family when it comes to the men. So when Kobe got drafted, that gave me a place in the Congo community. I don't look like anybody in the community. So I was like, hey, man, you resemble Kobe. I was like, oh, shit, who is this guy?
You?
Right. So they'd be like, hey, you resemble Kobe. So I was like, oh, man, so I feel this Kendrick spirit with Kobe. And then Kobe speaks different languages. He grew up in another culture. So I have another culture. But, however, as we gotten older, I'm 34 now. I think once I was 25, 26 years old, I was like, he's a basketball player. Take it for what he is.
Yeah.
I don't want to be his friend. If we make it and I'm happy to meet him and we can create a friendship, that'd be great. But if not, I'm cool. I have friends.
Right.
So wait, you idol worshipped him because he looked like you?
Well, he sort of gave me a place because I was out of place in my family. You get what I'm saying? But then, of course, I love how I played basketball too. And then I'm a Laker fan.
Yeah.
But as we gotten older, you look at it like, well, he's a human. I'm not gonna idol worship this man. Like when the rape case came up.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah, I was like, he's a basketball player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's something for him and his wife to deal with. Why do I have to be mad about it?
Right.
Yeah.
It's bad that he cheated on his wife, but that's for them to deal with.
Mm.
Tupac, it's what happened. That's bad, but rapper.
Let me ask you this: Who's the greater Kobe, 8 or 24?
That's a great fucking question. Damn it.
24.
24 is better.
No, 8 was more athletic, but 24's fundamentals were just so
24 was
polished.
Smarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably 24 smarter. But
Yeah.
that 8 though, oh,
He-
Roby,
8 got the rape case.
Oh,
Eight,
shit.
eight got more rings.
That was a setup.
Yeah, I know, right?
That was a setup.
No, but you gotta take the good with the bad, right?
right.
Smarter. As I said, 24 is smarter.
So like for you, so for everybody, guys, like Keenan, you
He's wearing
didn't say
condoms
you
now.
you didn't really idol worship anybody. Like, what made you guys stop idol worshiping? Like, when did you stop idol worshiping the people you idol worship?
I think when you start to realize they're human, yeah, you start to kind of feel like they're letting you down.
Yeah.
When like if I was like, you know what, Bill Cosby's my hero, and it was like, oh,
Child.
And now they associate you because you love Bill Cosby. That you must like him because you just like him. And it's
I
like,
like Dr. Huxtable.
no, I don't. I'm not just like this nigga.
Right.
I like
Yeah.
some of the things that he did and he
right.
stood for. And now it's like, nah, Dion, you be out here hitting chick with the. You're like, no, I never.
you subscribe to this, like, come on, man, I just wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I think you start to realize they're human. They're not perfect.
And do you feel like, can you still idol worship somebody after those things come out, or can you still be a fan of those person
I feel like
that
some
person?
people do.
Yeah.
Like
Like with
I
Kanye.
can't sit there and say that Cosby's now a bad comedian
No,
Right.
not at
because
all.
he did what he did. He's still one of the
No,
greatest, if not to some,
absolutely.
the greatest of all time.
That nigga walked out
Absolutely.
the courtroom, said,
Hey, what he said? Hey.
That shit was funny, man.
Right.
The comedian me laughed at that.
Right.
But exactly, y'all laughing too right now.
because he's funny.
But that's the thing. It's like, yeah, like
you separate the
how do you
problem with the greatness.
right?
No.
You can't separate them.
Nope.
You can't. So you
Nope.
sitting there saying like,
Wait. What you mean?
Separate the problem with the
so you can't sit there and like an artist's catalog because they did some bad shit.
Because
I think you can.
I can't separate the person and the artist.
I think that's where because if you don't
That's
make
my
them,
problem.
if you don't make them an occultic personality, I think you can.
Right. Like I don't sit there like I
Can't.
don't sit there and especially at this age now, I've been way able to take celebrities off this pedestal and understand that in a lot of cases they're worse than us. So it's like
Right.
to put them on this high pedestal, like how could you? I like everybody be like when stuff happens, be like, can you believe it happened? I'm like, yes. Like no celebrity has shocked me when I was like, I can't believe this shit happening. If anything comes out about any celebrity, I'm like, I can see that. I can see that. I can see that too.
Right.
So that's why I think for me, I'm able to separate. The whole thing with even with R. Kelly. It's like step in the name of love to a lot of people, and I believe I can fly. That's still going to give me a certain type of feeling when I hear I believe I can fly.
Right.
I'm not thinking of this nigga taking out his dick and pissing on a chick, a 14-year-old kid.
I am.
And I understand people doing that though.
So
I don't knock you either for doing it that way.
You're not wrong.
for you, Tupac, if somebody randomly had a videotape, it's like, yo, I didn't want to show this because I love Tupac, but he actually was the Jeffrey Epstein of the
I'll
90s.
stop fucking with him.
You'll stop.
He's no longer your father no more.
He might be my father. I'm like,
You see him, but you're separated.
You're separating, but also you're picking and choosing because of who you like more.
But also, he didn't do that. So
That's what, if you asked
So, like,
if you asked me
you
about Bill
can't
Cosby
ask
10
me-
years ago, I would have said the same thing. No, he would have never done that.
Right.
No, Bill Cosby's the man.
Mm.
Huxtable, drugging women. You were like, no, and they come out like,
Yeah.
not bad, Albert. But I mean,
You got to say.
I think as people, what we do, we pick and choose.
Absolutely.
I think that's why I think too. I always sit back and be like, all right, nigga, sure,
Yeah.
because it's like and not just saying on you. A lot of people do this where it's like when it's somebody that they really really love and they grew up with that actually had an impact. It's like if Cosby and R. Kelly didn't have that big of an impact on you, you can easily be like, these how big of monsters they are.
Absolutely.
But then there's other people that run studios that's giving people jobs or whatever the case may be. And be like, well, it's different, or it's like, well, I don't look at it that way. And it's like, all right, you're being a hypocrite.
Dude, I'm being very transparent. I love R. Kelly.
Yeah.
And when it happened, I was quiet for the sake of people's emotions.
Right.
I wasn't going to justify what he's done.
Right.
I'm just like, this music, I was raised with this. I was like, this dude was incredible. I was like, this dude was literally featured on
everything,
dozens
but
of
even
albums,
after
features.
You
I'm
found
like,
out how the songs came about or what
I
they were
can't
about,
remove the feelings I have. Listen, I have.
It has a definition now.
Listen,
no.
I can't remove what I'm going. Like, I love the track where how much of a work ethic he had, writing for the people, featuring for the people, putting out albums. And then I was like, this happened. I was like, I can't just be like, you know what? Just erase all this. I can't love my past of how I felt about him. I'm like, I still like what he's done. I hate what he's did.
Here's the thing. Being a person who makes music, you can make a song about hitting someone with a car. Or you could go hit someone with the car and then make a song about it. Just because you hit the person doesn't spark that awesome song. Like, oh, I committed this crime and now I have the best, like I'm going to make the best song out of it. You still have to be a genius. And R. Kelly and Kanye, from being from Chicago, were two other people that I definitely idolize, especially Kanye.
Yeah.
Growing up, being the same, like you said, the same type of person Kanye kind of was, and him being very artistic like I am, you know, he actually paints and draws and everything too. He fit the same kind of lifestyle and personality. So with the stuff that they're engaging in now, like, you know, stuff that's kind of just Kanye's kind of off the wall, R. Kelly, that stuff coming out. Some of that stuff that Kanye is, the behavior that he's exhibiting is very just Chicago like. That's just how we act. We basically don't.
Crazy.
We just don't hold back. We say what we feel when we need it. It needs to be said. So, and that's another thing. So now I'm jumping all over, but right now I still respect them. It's more like I don't idolize these people. I just respect them for what it is.
Right.
For whatever it is that, you know, that I liked about them.
Right. Because
I separate the music from that person.
I'm able to separate the art from the artist. Like for me, like these particular people, right? Certain things happen a lot of times, especially with music in general. But a lot of things like, and when it comes to art, they're timestamps. Yeah. So when I Believe I Can Fly comes out, that hit me at a time where I was a certain age and I felt a certain way. So when I listen to it, to it, I go back to that. I don't go back to like, exactly. I don't go to that. Or when I listen to like, when I watch the Cosby Show, I'm not watching him like I go back to like when I was a kid watching this shit on the couch with like my dad, my mom, my brother or something like that. It's like a trigger. It's a memory trigger. So I can sit there and be like, yo, this nigga has a beast of a catalog, but he's a fucking monster.
Right.
I can do that. I understand how some people can't, so I can't fault you for that. But I don't think you can sit there and say this person over here that's able to actually separate them and call them a monster for that. I don't think you can do that because I think on both ends, it's like, all right, because I'm able to separate. I'm not a bad person because I can still listen to like My Brother Russell, Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? I can still listen to that and not be thinking because I'm listening to the story and I'm going back to when I first heard that shit.
That's amazing because, like, you know, we're all in the entertainment business or whatever, we're trying to make it or improve our careers or whatever, right? And I know for myself, like, because of what we've done with What's the Hook, we're starting to develop fans, Phoebe Helms, this, that, my character B-Strokes, right? I've had women tell me, fuck me like B-Strokes, I'd be like, no, literally, I'd be like, man, I love this B Strokes character, blah blah blah. This I know it's funny we keep bringing it up because it is fucking hilarious, right? And I tell these women like, hey,
The question is, did you?
It's
But,
that
I-
one woman.
I reserve judgment, right? But no, like, I know one time a couple of fans have said, man, you're incredible, and I'll be like, no, God's incredible. I'm just trying to work and get better.
Yeah.
Reason being is because I don't want them to create this occultic personality with me.
Right.
Because if I make a mistake tomorrow, and I will, I don't want you to be disappointed.
Mm.
And for you to get emotionally invested where you're like, you're supposed to be perfect. Don't put pressure on me when put on yourself.
So that goes to another question then.
Yes, sir.
We're all in the business here.
Yes, sir.
Would you want to be idol worshipped?
Nope.
Nah.
Nope.
That's a lot of pressure
Nope.
and a lot of work.
Nope. You should be.
I think it's easier said than done. I think it's easier to say no, but when they start doing it without your consent,
right.
I feel like to a lot of people it's going to feel good.
I mean, you can't stop it from happening,
But
but you don't gotta let it change you. Like,
I'll use this example.
Right.
Charles Barkley's the greatest to me.
What,
Because
basketball
Charles-
player?
Yeah. 'Cause Charles,
Without a ring. Go ahead.
Right, okay, no, but like, because Charles Barkley throughout his career, I am not a role model. Your parents should be a role model.
Right.
And Charles Barkley will tell you like how he feels, right?
Mm.
And now you look at him on TNT, he says whatever he wants, and people love him because he's like, look, I'm not an expert. I'm just giving you an opinion.
So
Go ahead.
for all of
Cop
us,
out.
for all of us, that's hilarious. For all of us though, because I look at it like that. I'm with you. It's somewhat of a cop out, right? At the end of the, because here's the thing. At the end of the day,
Take
once
back
you
off of
put yourself in a position as a public figure, one,
Mhm.
and two, no matter what, once you're famous, your voice means something. So you, at that point, you have to be somewhat responsible
Yeah.
for the things that you do and that you say. And I'm only human. It's like technically that's true, but you also are in the limelight.
True.
So there's like I would probably preface a lot of things, but like, look, man, I ain't perfect, and I would be like, I am gonna say some shit. I already know me. I'm going to say some shit that you're not going to like.
Right.
That's a guarantee. I will. So understand the things that I say, you're not gonna always be on board with. So I'm prepared for you not to fuck with me anymore.
When you say I don't want you to idolize me, I feel like you guys are saying that because you have either a lifestyle that you practice that you like. I don't want nobody to do what I've done.
No.
No,
Or that,
What do you mean?
or use like it's a cop out because it's like if I say, you know what, I'm gonna be vegan. Now you have to live up to that. Or if it's like, you know what, I'm a pastor now. It was like, oh, you better be good as hell. You better be a Christian.
Mm.
So now it's like you're putting yourself at a standard, as in like if you mess up, all these people are gonna find that. So if it's like if I don't say nothing, don't follow me. I'm not perfect because if I mess up, I told you. So, but if you say I am this person, I'm a pastor that's a vegan, people are watching you like, let's see if he eat this meat. Let's
Yeah.
see if he cussing. Let's see if he cheats on his wife. So it's like I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say no political views.
Mm.
I'm not gonna say this sports choice. I'm not gonna go for this political person. So it's like you trying to like I'm not perfect. Don't hold me to any standard, and you already have a plan B of copping out.
Nah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I think that's funny because that sounds like a cop out answer. What you just said, because to me, I look at
I
it
like to be idolized.
like
I don't mind that.
because my thing is just like,
Really?
It scares me.
but I think if you go like, look, at the end of the day, I think you saying that it's like, look, I am who I am. I don't even know where I'm gonna go. I don't even know where I'm gonna be at 20 years from now.
Right.
My whole perspective on life could change. I might read a certain book. Some shit, divine intervention might happen to where something in my life might happen to me where it might change my whole outlook on how everything is.
Okay.
I don't fucking know. My goal is gonna be like, look, nigga, I'm Keenan. You're not. Like, don't be me. 'Cause I don't even know fully me yet. I'm learning me every single day. It's not a cop out. It's literally the 100% truth. None of us know ourselves 100%. We try to
Always
say
evolving.
we try to say we do, but exactly, we're always growing. We're always evolving. So I don't think it's a cop out. I think it's just like, look, at the end of the day,
But why do you have to say that though? Why do you have to say don't be like me?
if you're in the limelight, you have to because people will worship you off their own merit. It's not you. It's nothing you did. You just being you.
I feel
Just-
like.
Go ahead.
Go
I was gonna
ahead.
say, I just really quickly, I just need to know where are those people who are passing out in the crowd in Michael Jackson concerts. That's
You're so annoying.
I mean,
where are they at now?
But like, really, like, how I never got how you could just pass out.
and I guess that's who I would say idolize wise. It was
idolized.
Michael Jackson. I had my little ponytail like Michael Jackson when I was a
He
kid.
was
Everything,
idolized.
right?
He had a ponytail.
Moonwalker.
That's hard.
Keenan had a ponytail.
Long
Yeah, I mean,
ponytail.
I had the little curly ponytail, like a little curly one.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
my thing was like when I got to a certain age, and not even with the whole Michael Jackson thing in the sense of like the stuff that was going down with him with his cases and stuff like that. It wasn't like I was like, well, I can't idolize this nigga no more. It wasn't that. It was just like, yo, like, why do I want to idolize and be somebody else?
Mhm.
I don't want to be another person because like we were talking about, I know everybody has deep dark secrets.
Mhm.
It ain't gotta be molestation, nigga.
No.
But they might have some shit like it's like, yo, man, like I have a guilty pleasure of watching
porn.
regular girl porn. Like when Kirk Franklin,
Regular girl porn.
yeah, you jack off the regular bitches, right? Instead of
like
Like
big
amateur?
ass, big titties, just like
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought you were saying like
regular porn.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
I
like-
thought you were saying as in like traditional porn is like
no.
that's
Not
what you're
just-
supposed
no,
to do.
like regular built women
Okay.
that you know, like yeah,
Because everybody's doing bestiality now. I actually like regular porn. Traditional. I thought you were saying like
like
that.
most women aren't built like porn stars' bodies.
Yeah.
They a little chubby, got a little bit of folds,
Right,
Stretch
right.
marks.
stretch marks.
Yeah.
You know, to me, that's what somebody be like. That's what you be watching, Keenan. Like, yeah, nigga, so what? Like, you
Correct.
know, but that's my thing. Is like everybody has something, and my thing is when you try to be somebody else, you have to become something further than yourself. You don't know that person's upbringing,
Mm-hmm.
so you can't to worship them. You don't know what they went through to even get to this point. 2, you don't even know if they're fucking faking it.
Right.
A lot of people are faking this lifestyle, and you see they'll have breakdowns years later. It's not even really them. They got with a company, and their company made them be this. They got behind this machine and turned them into this type of person. All that type of stuff. So it's like, that's my thing. It's like, yo, I always preach all the time, like, self-love, self-knowledge. Be yourself and love yourself. That's my thing.
But if
But I
I'm like a fan of yours, like, yo, dude, I think you're the greatest comedian
Right.
I've ever seen.
Mm.
And I just want to just kind of like study you and figure out, like, hey, don't be like me, brother. You can
No, and
No,
it's-
no. I don't think it's that to that extreme.
It's
I
just,
think, go ahead.
it's just like it's kind of like what you said. It's like they see something in themselves. Like I think you're the future them that they want to be.
And
You know
what
what
I-
I'm saying?
and what I would,
There's an attribute that we hold that
Yeah,
you should like
that they cling on
admire,
to.
and I'm
Right.
like, hey, man, I wish I can get your work ethic.
right,
Right.
exactly.
What do you do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That
Like,
but-
I don't want to be Kevin Hart the person, but I would love to study him to learn his work ethic and how he's gotten things to do things as a comedian standpoint. So that's what I would, if somebody was like, I want to be like you, I was like, first of all, to be like me, you would have to go through what I went through. So you have to take all the bad shit that I went through and all the good shit I went through and go through that. And you still might turn out different because even my brother turned out different. We went through a lot of the same shit.
Wow.
Right? So it's like, you like certain things about me, like you said, attributes.
Right.
It's like whether I'm able to craft a joke a certain way, the way I'm able to be vulnerable. So I will definitely be like a mentor to you to bring that you version of you out of you.
Mhm.
But I'm not gonna do it so where you can be
Just like me.
just like me at all. I'm gonna like, yo, it'll be like, what did you go through?
Yeah.
What do you like? You, because I want you to be the most you that you can.
Also,
So-
I'm sorry, Huck, you were saying something about standards. No, because you're saying about like having standards. Like, you know, we're in this field where you can
Hilarious.
potentially get a fan base, right?
Mhm.
And people will kind of unwillingly create a cultic personality with you, right? You should hold standards, right? Have a standard. So if I'm Bileko Wissa, what's the podcast, this big comedian or whatever, I will hold myself to the highest standard because I know there is people that don't have guidance
Mhm.
that might look to me for guidance, unwillingly or willingly. I understand and I know that. However, like he said, try your best to be who you are. Take the good that I do, and try to make it incorporate into your own style.
Mhm.
Because we're not reinventing the wheel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're just making it your own whatever rim, whatever. I don't know what Jay-Z said. We didn't invent the wheel. We just made the good
Elvis.
rims
All right,
tired.
go back to sleep.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna ask you,
Great
everyone,
Great time.
what celebrity is out there now that people you feel idolize that is ridiculous. Like,
Kardashians.
Kim K.
All that-
Kardashians,
And I-
Jenners.
And it's like it's funny because I
Unfortunately.
mean, I think some of it is their fault. I think they like it. And I think they worship people worshiping them.
I hate that
Yeah.
they try to make it like they hate this. Like I think the information getting out about Tristan and all this stuff. Like
Oh, that's the
you're
game.
on the show talking about it. Like
Yeah.
how can you be mad at the
You can
news? I don't know.
you can make anything private that you want private,
Amen.
right? And people be like, you gotta look. There's a lot of big celebrities like I never hear nothing about this. Like you rarely, if ever, hear anything about Denzel. And,
That's the first person I was thinking.
and he's
too.
one of the biggest celebrities in the world.
Mhm.
So it's like even with Will Smith, you don't hear a whole bunch about like a lot of their personal stuff,
You know
Not
what's funny?
until they start talking
You know
about
what's
it.
funny?
right?
Because the people that we all said we idol worship have a skill that they had to work extremely hard for.
Mm.
Everybody's trying to idol worship people that have no skill.
Mm.
That's why they're so
Do nothing.
They have no
Mm.
skill.
They
The
just
people
make
fuck.
money just
No,
to
no,
change their
No,
appearance.
but
like,
they got on because for fucking, and there's 7 billion people on Earth, so it's not,
not
really that impressive.
they.
Well, here's the thing. I think some people see that and they're like, all right,
Don't
if
say that.
and it's not just a direct shot at the Kardashians. I think in a sense of reality TV, a lot of cases, a lot of them are not talented people. So people looking at it like, yo, I don't even have to be talented to be famous now. I don't have to be.
Right.
So that's why I could see why they might look at somebody like that because it's like, yo, I don't have a music talent. I don't have a physical talent or anything like that. I'm not good at sports. I'm not good
Right.
at this. I'm not good at that.
Fashion,
I might not be
makeup.
super ambitious in the sense of like fashion and just pushing, being a go getter. So they see somebody like them, or that does stuff like that in reality TV, and it's like you tell me everybody thinks their life is dope, and it's not. Their life be boring and whack.
Mhm.
Right? I have to run into so many people like, I need a reality show because I'm so fun. And I'm like, I'm with you right now. You're boring as shit. You're boring. You're annoying.
I'm
you're not
so
funny. None of that
fun.
shit.
Yeah.
But since they see that on TV and they're like, yo, we're funner than them or we're
Right.
better than them, they look up to that.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing because that person or people like that, they want people to worship them.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want people to
easy.
admire my talent. That's what we would do.
Word.
Everybody do
Yeah.
is like, hey man, I want to be good enough where people respect my talent that I worked on, this craft that I've been building.
They just want fame.
It's the cheat code. Kim Kardashian cheat code. It's like saying, do you want the gastric bypass or do you want to work 9 months to lose this weight? They be like, give me the gastric bypass.
Yeah.
Give me the goddamn
Most people will
bypass.
take that because working hard and dieting, that's just is very, very tough.
Too much
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Do you want the? Yeah, they figured out the cheat code.
Is there anybody else?
A lot of social media people,
Mhm.
like all the stars. I mean, they, especially when you're not even. You ever watch somebody's videos like this thing got 6 million views? No, this thing he got 6 million followers and all he's doing is this. It's like just wow.
Yeah.
But no, let me tell you something.
I don't think
man.
people idol that, but I just like
Let me tell you
What?
something. Being in LA, you go to the gym and you be seeing that girl in the gym that has 5 million followers. She
There's
walks into the
dudes
gym
too.
and she just be doing this after 20 minutes and leaves.
My
Seen
nigga,
it.
the last time I went to the gym, there was this buff nigga on the phone the whole time on
Yeah.
FaceTime. He would stop like every 10 minutes, like do a push up, do like some type of like ab workout. That's like he didn't stay there for like mad long. He would just do it real quick, go back to the phone, tell us so about like Instagram. So we're gonna do like these promotions, and I'm like, my nigga, why you here? Like
Because
money.
genetically, he or she is probably a beast.
He already won.
And so they ain't got to even do much. So it's innocent,
Nope.
like, man, look, it's all about your diet. They eat like shit. There's some people that they eat terrible, but genetically they're just monsters.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what you said with social media, I think nowadays there's way more idol worshiping going on because of social media. Because you have 24-hour, around-the-clock access to
Followers.
the majority of people that you want to talk to or get to or whatever they do. And it's way worse now. I think the children nowadays, they are fucking doomed.
I'm going to piggyback off that, and it will crush so many self-esteems.
Go ahead.
I wish social media, I would say Instagram, if they found a way to remove the visual of followers,
But
to
it's-
see how many people
they
have.
did actually.
They tried. Well, they did it in
Canada?
They did it in some countries overseas somewhere. They did it somewhere else.
And
They
remo-
also
and
did it here,
remove-
but as like a tester for like
and
a second.
remove the views. So people are now just like, you can see it. Like, I have 7 million followers, but if somebody goes to your page, they can't see how many followers you have. So now it's just like you're just posting, hoping, like, and you can't get like the hearts. You don't know how many likes you got. Now you're just actually engaging. But I know Instagram is like, I know these people are addicted to the views.
Yeah, they know
the
that.
followers.
It's literally been scientifically proven that it releases something in you when you get these likes. So
Good endorphins.
yeah, they did. I think it was.
DR.
I don't know if it was the views, but they did take off. And I don't know if it was here. I didn't see it here, but I know somewhere in another country they did a test where you couldn't see the likes. Like you can see your own likes. You can. So I can see that I got 500 likes, but people couldn't see that saw your picture. They couldn't see the likes because you know how sometimes it's like now, oh, this got like 10,000 likes, so I'll like it. Only got 2 likes. I ain't gonna like that because I only got 2 likes. So this all the time. I've done it before. I've seen something that have 2 likes, and I'll be like, I ain't liking this shit. Nigga.
What? Why?
I've done it before. I'm just saying.
Because people are sheeple.
I felt victim
We
to
want
it.
to move with the crowd.
Yeah, I felt victim to it.
Okay, remember that last episode we did with Friends with Nathan? Nathan said Chris Brown song will come out, all the friends will like it because it's Chris Brown, right? And Chris Brown's talented. That's an outlier, right?
Yeah.
But your homeboy that you see at the studio every day for 4 months working on an album, you'll wait to like it.
Mm-hmm.
Who else likes it?
Mm-hmm.
And you know the song's dope.
Or even repost. Like if y'all have an album, if you have an album and it's like, hey, I'm your friend, I'm your fucking roommate.
Yeah.
Repost my album. Help me out. You know, if I get this album, we get more money for the house. Help me.
But what if
Jay-Z comes out? Oh, nigga. Hey.
Shit.
But what if that's not your type of music? What if you have a friend that does music
trash.
that you're cool? And it might not necessarily be trash. It is not your taste.
At least with
That's true,
stories
too.
or something. At least I'm supporting you.
Because my thing is, I will purchase something, but if I'm not a huge fan of it, I'm not gonna post a whole bunch about it because my page is about
Your storefront is your
about the things that I like. People say about, oh, he likes these type of things, right?
Yeah.
At least that's what they assume anyways.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I can see that. I understand. I never get mad at nobody for not reposting my comedy.
Yeah.
Not even my girl. She don't want it. She does, but if she didn't want to, but like she might be like, I think you're funny, but when it comes to your comedy, it might be a little too raunchy for me. If she said that, I'd be like, I get it. You know, it makes perfect sense. I'm a little edgy on the edgier side. But it's like, I don't know, man. I think to go back to social media, I agree. I think social media has made it way worse. I think we're idolizing. I think our generation is kind of like, woo, we kind of like missed that. But them kids that are like in their like mid 20s, I'm sorry, like
now?
you're kind of in that age bracket.
Not really.
I mean, you're not, what are you, 26, 27?
I'm 25.
You're in that age bracket.
Yeah,
so like,
definitely.
you literally ain't ready to talk about.
Aw.
You're born in the 90s, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's like y'all are literally catching that heat to where a lot of y'all
Justification and
right.
justifying,
Y'all
like,
grew up with it. We saw it before and we got into it. Y'all grew up with it only.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
That's not true. I'm still a part of the generation that kind of like
kind of.
didn't know. Like there was no internet when I was a kid. Like you did have to play outside. Then you started getting to the Game Boys, and then you started then MySpace. This
phone line.
Yeah, I used to be on the house phone all the time. My friends used to call me house phone.
yeah, I think the generation is part. I think if you're a 90s, if you grew up in the 90s, like you like we were teenagers without it. Y'all were like 6 and 7 without it. So that's different. It's like that's completely different. I was able to like actually holler at girls and stuff like that.
AOL.
Yeah.
in person.
In person,
Letters.
we wasn't thinking about the internet. We was like, I gotta go talk to this girl. I gotta use a note. Like when y'all the generation,
happened.
y'all was the generation where like when you're 13, 14 years old, y'all had each other's social media, whether it was MySpace, whether it was Facebook, whether it was something. Y'all had that. We didn't have that. So it's a little. I think it's a little bit different. Y'all kind of grew up in the era of looking through a computer screen and even like possibly worshiping the lifestyle more, being like, yo, so and so. She cute. She got this, and I want to be just like her. Even if it wasn't even a celebrity, but could have been the hottest girl at your high school at the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like
it was the friendship. That was the interaction. It wasn't a lot of, but for the new generation, there wasn't a lot of like, let's go out. You know, like bowling and skating. It was kind of like, hey, how can we, do something online together?
So it's like, it seems like the internet is creating more idols. Right?
oh, absolutely. Well, now
Well, now it is.
yeah, nowadays everybody can be an idol.
Mm-hmm.
like that just literally sits at the house. Like what is it? What mud banging? What's it called? Mud bucking? I forgot what it's called. Where they just they eat and they just eat.
Yeah,
they just eat on camera and you just hear them going.
Or slurping soup, or like eating all this
What?
nasty,
What
disgusting
is-
shit.
That's a thing that goes. That's a big thing that goes viral now.
Yeah.
And it's like
It's on Instagram. If you like, I think I saw it on Explore page one time. It's like, I think it started with some Asian girl or whatever the fuck. They even had babies doing that shit. It's like this fat little Asian baby who was just eating all this shit, and I was like, nigga, like.
I think that, and people were starting to like maybe not necessarily even idol worship them, but now they see that and like I can be just like that.
Where
There's no like I think this new generation, and even a little bit of our generation, we don't want to do what we actually want to do.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to do what we're passionate about. The social media is a new get rich quick scheme.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It used to be like, yo, you said like running scams and shit like that. But now social media is where like, oh, Cats is out here mud bucking, whatever it's called. Oh, I'm gonna do that. Cats is out there, doing the cinnamon challenge. That's what I'm gonna do next. Everything is about like, yo,
challenge.
just
Like,
one
how
of
can you see me right now?
being viral. I think being viral now to this generation is the new worship. It's the new idol worship. It's actually being viral. That's the goal. It's not about anything else.
Not about being good.
Yeah. Remember,
The question is like, why? Why do you want to go viral? Like, are
They
you
want
are you
that
an influencer?
idolization?
Are you an influencer? What are you influencing? Like, to do what? Are you just taking pictures of yourself? Are you trying to like change the world? Are you doing some sort of social justice? Or,
I think it's about being.
That's amazing.
I think it's just about the lifestyle.
Because even those words,
the perks that you could get,
Mhm.
the lifestyle, people worshiping you. Like you could just like people have pop-ups, my nigga. You don't do nothing. You just want people to come out and see you.
But
in a
you know what's funny?
crowd.
Look at those words. Those words will make you believe that you are borderline godlike figure. I'm an influencer. Look how many followers I have.
Word.
These are very powerful words.
And you look at somebody that's like younger than us in the high school generation. If a video of theirs goes viral, like the kid Damn Daniel, right? Or look at the band Damn Daniel, right? He, for at least that year or that semester, was a god.
Absolutely.
And all the high schools that were even his high school and the high school that were even near him. That's he goes to so and so school.
Yeah.
Like he is the guy. Girls coming up to him. He probably getting more girls.
Yeah.
He probably signing autographs. And he might be nobody right now, but we don't know. But it's like in high school to get that type of popularity, and you might not have been that kid. Like you didn't play sports, so you weren't popular for that. And now you are. Now you're the popular kid, and I can see how that would make somebody want to go viral because it's like, yo, especially in this generation, it's like, yo, I'm the man or I'm the girl. And everybody wants to be like me, at least for that semester. And it's not even about making money for the most part. It's literally about attention and popularity.
I heard when you become famous, you no longer grow mentally.
I heard
and you try to recapture that moment like over and over again. That's why a lot of people like Blueface. He literally said it. He was like, "Hey man, your next 5 songs they sound exactly like Tatiana." He said, "Why make a new song when it's still a hit?"
Yeah.
Like you're trying to, because when you become famous, you're riding. If you don't have a good team around you, you'll ride that wave until it dies off. And then he was like, I gotta get back up there again. Let me do a part 2. Let me do a remix of that. Let me do a different version of that.
Yeah.
And then you're trying to really kind of grab that thing again. And another thing is, I hate people that see something that's viral and they do something like, damn, Sammy.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, it's not gonna work again.
Yeah. that was an accident. But
You're a false god.
To go on what you just said, I know we're gonna wrap up soon, but to go on what you just said, I think I said this before on here, but it was an interview with Shannon Tatum when he said that same thing. He's like, the age that you get famous at is the age that you are for like the rest of your life. Like if you get famous at 27, when you're 47, you still feel like you're 27. And it's like, even look at these like rock and roll guys. I remember I think it was like Bret Michaels. Bret Michaels was like close to probably like his 50s, but was still acting like he was like 22 years old.
Yeah.
With the way he dressed, all that stuff like that.
Allen Iverson.
Mick Jagger.
Yeah, and I think Allen Iverson has grown, but I think Allen Iverson was at that point to where he was still wearing a baggy clothes.
He was
still
riding that shit.
He was still
Who do
01.
you think he was idolizing?
Who, Iverson?
Yeah.
I
I think 2001 moment. Where it's like
No,
everything.
I'm saying like, who did Allen Iverson? Who
He said he loved Michael Jordan stuff growing up, so it's probably like Jordan stuff.
Jordan.
And you look at Jordan's wardrobe, this nigga dressed in baggy clothes still.
Baggy suits.
But I think at that point, like, yeah, he got famous. Like you say, it makes perfect sense with what you said now. And what Shannon Tatum said, it's like you get popular at that time, so this is what you're going to wear.
Mhm.
This is where you're comfortable at. It's like, no, you can grow, you can change, you can like wear pants that fit. And they ain't wear skinny jeans, but wear pants that actually fit you. Which I've seen like his style has now changed a little bit.
Still wearing braids.
He's still have braids. I think he might still have
Probably.
braids.
Iverson.
Probably.
He might still have
He
braids.
still has braids for sure.
Yeah,
That's
but
his thing.
but
01, man.
but that's the thing. It's like, yeah, you get to that point, man.
That should be a thing.
I wanna do
How old
these-
is that should know how old is two braids for having braids.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny though? I wonder are these viral kids gonna be that same way?
Yeah.
I wonder is Damn Daniel gonna be 35 years old, but like,
I was a guy.
Damn Daniel.
I was a
If
guy.
he sounds like
who
that at
did
35, that
Daniel.
nigga got a real problem. Tell you that nigga got a real problem.
You know who the fuck I am?
You know what's sad? If you YouTube social media influencers who committed suicide,
Jesus.
it's a lot because they can't recapture that viral moment again. They're not getting praised anymore.
Shit.
That money dries up.
Because
When you actually look like, yo, he did, I remember that guy. Like the guy who did Why You Always Lying.
Oh,
But
yeah.
he didn't kill himself.
Oh,
He-
I'm
you-
like, he passed away.
Because I see your countenance fall.
Yeah.
he said it got dark for a moment because he's like, I realized I can't get there again. So I was like, oh,
That's that sad part about being viral. I'm like,
I think
y'all
that's
wanna
why.
do that,
But that's not necessarily a talent. Going viral is like the luck of the draw in most cases, unless you have a team like Beyonce and them where they can push stuff like that. But when you're just a regular person, you don't have that.
you got to think what's next.
Yeah. So why you always lying? That nigga lucked up with that. So now at that point, you got to use that to your. I think you have to be smart and use those things to your advantage. What are you actually good at now?
Right.
I got all these followers. You know what I'm good at too? I'm good at producing. Or I'm good at running a business. I got all this money from making these appearances. Let me start investing my money in real estate or whatever the case may be, but we'll go from there. But I think, like you said, they're attracted to, it's not even just the money. I think it's the attention.
but
It's like, yo,
Yeah.
I need to get hot again. They keep asking me. It's like having that one-hit wonder. I need that next hit, nigga.
Yeah.
I can't find it. And you,
Yeah.
That's why it's important. Just work on your craft, man.
So this is a prime example of Lil Nas X. He said, I have no problem this being my only hit. His team was like, that's not gonna happen.
yeah, but
They'll-
they made so many goddamn motherfucking remixes. They're still
Yes.
making remixes to today.
He had no problem. He said, I'll do this for the rest of my life. They was like, that's not gonna happen. His
It's
team was
not.
like, we are
No.
going to make you an album.
Mm.
And that's when he had a good team around him. And now he's doing like Children of, now that he came out. Now he's an ambassador of the homosexual
But this is
community.
it's still
Yeah.
early on to tell. Like he could still be that one hit.
Yeah,
wonder,
he could.
you know
Yeah,
what
he
I
could
mean?
still, he could
And
still
he
be.
could still like down full like next
Right.
year, and
You
it's
need
like
something.
who,
He's saying it's gonna be easy. I'm cool being here. All right, nigga, you gonna see.
it's gonna dry out.
10 years
Right.
from now, you
Yeah.
thinking like, yeah, you can't
what
even.
you gonna do?
Yeah.
Work at a grocery store?
That's the thing. Like, it's like work on your craft, man.
Can I tell you somebody I seen at Kinko's? Who's had one hit wonder? Working at Kinko's?
Wait, hold
Why you gonna do that?
Because I'm sure he's like, I need this publicity right
I'm pretty
now.
sure a lot.
Oh shit!
I'm pretty
Thank you,
sure.
Dion Lack.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people saw him at this Kinko's.
CeeLo. Not Skilo.
Oh, which?
Oh, which was
Oh,
a
that
little
dude
bit
was cool as hell, man.
You seen him
out here.
Yeah, he lives out here.
He's cool. He's always
Kilo.
cool. You see.
And he,
I wish it
uh,
was a little bit taller. I wish
Wish
I
it
was
was
a
a
baller.
baller.
Yeah, that was always cool, man.
He gave me a blank CD. It said album 2.
Not album two.
And I was like,
That's
yo.
I thought you were about to say blank document. I'm like, damn,
Oh, no,
that's,
no,
that's
no.
probably why he's working there.
No,
You was cold as ice, dog.
He did say blank CD. I'm like, there was nothing on it.
Yeah.
blank cartridge. But it wasn't like a package
Yeah.
with labels on it. It was literally like with a
Was it
sleeve.
paper?
Mm.
The sleeve
A
paper.
sleeve, and it had album 2 on there. And he was like, "Yo, yeah." He said, "Yeah, I'm Skilo, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Support the second album, man. I'm
The
accepting
second album.
donations." I was like, "Wow, where's that, man? This where we at?"
That's tough because for him, he probably like, damn, man, like when I'm here, I wonder was he like, yo, this nigga's gonna be recognizing me, man. Hey, man, hey, don't say nothing, man. I know you know who I am. take his CD.
No. I was like, yo, because I'm sure nobody. Did anybody know who he looks like?
Yes.
You know what he looks like.
He do.
Like, do you picture him 2019, not the 96 nigga?
If I saw him, I might not be like that's Skilo. I might be like,
He looks so familiar.
familiar.
I definitely do a double take.
Yeah,
so
because I don't know how much weight he might have put on or anything like that. So I don't know.
But you know what that tells you? If you have a craft and you're working on a craft, it's actually sometimes a good thing if it takes you a while to develop.
Yeah.
Because you develop other skills.
That's true too.
I agree.
But working at Kinko's?
If you don't have, like you said, what
petty.
Dion said,
Lack.
if you don't have the
petty.
right team, and if you blow too quick, and you don't have the work ethic to be like, all right, let me either reinvent myself or come up with something else, or like I'm cool. All right, if I don't have another big hit, I'm still making albums, and I just might be an underground rapper now. I'm cool with that.
You develop skills.
You're going to have development issues, and there's a good chance you're gonna probably fall into a big depression.
That's the scariest thing when you are on top or just working for yourself, and then next thing you know, you're on the road asking for change. Like that's
That's a big jump.
But that tells you to keep
But it happens,
or
though.
fall.
Right. But Huck, that tells you, but that helps you keep perspective. Where it's like, hey, I just go full circle. It's
level.
like, hey man, don't idol worship me because guess what? When I'm at my lowest, will you help me?
Amen.
I mean, yeah, you look. I mean, we got a chance to see it in person with the dude from Cosby Show. Forgot his name, but he played
the light skin dude.
Yeah, and people. I mean, we not necessarily he was idol worship, but like, we didn't think he was having troubles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until that came
He
out.
disappeared, right?
Just think, maybe he's doing some small
Doing some
TV
plays.
stuff.
Maybe he's doing
Some
the chitlin
Broadway or something like that. Yeah, you don't think about that. He had to get a day job. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's like, think about I always say, think about yourself and be yourself. Don't try to be anybody else. You don't know what demons they have. You don't know if they're in depression. You don't know if they're a drug addict. You might be like, yo, this person's great. And you don't do drugs, but all of a sudden you find out this person's a big ass cokehead. You're like, damn, this nigga's a cokehead or they do heroin? Fuck. I used to love this guy. That shit is, now you're hurt. They always tell you don't meet your favorite actors and stuff like that because
celebrity,
because they can be assholes.
Disappoint you.
Let me ask you this. This is going back to Bill Cosby. And you talking about the whole, like, you don't know their lifestyle. If all them 80s niggas was doing it, like,
they were.
Right.
They were.
Yeah. They absolutely were.
They definitely were doing it. And somebody passed that thing down to him like, yo, if you really want to get these hoes, nigga, here, try these Quaaludes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I definitely would try a napkin.
Yeah, I saw that.
Here's a napkin.
Quaalude. It's pretty much said the wrong words. They're even worse.
Isn't that Quaalude?
I'm definitely gonna try
Here's
it.
the thing.
I think it might be Quaaludes, something like that is Quaaludes, I think. Yeah.
Another Quelo.
Here's the thing. I actually did, and I actually left someone off my list of people I idolized.
Right.
And it was a famous producer that I talked about
No idea.
in the last episode with the pants sagging. And I met him for the first time. And the first thing, he didn't say what's up. He didn't say hi. He just walked up and said, "Where's the bathroom?"
That's another one. That's another thing that can make you like
Pet peeve.
not a bad. Well, it is a
I'll
pet
comment down.
peeve, but it is. That's another thing that can make you like stop fucking with somebody, stop idolizing them so much. It's like when you finally meet them in person, and they just dickheads.
But I think that's the thing too. I think is their fault and your fault. It's your fault because you idol worship them because.
But you don't have to be a dickhead.
No, here's the thing. They might be going. Well, I'm
I
a
have
fan.
low
I'm
expectations.
always a fan of not taking your day out on somebody, but I also understand that people do that. So they're going through something, and you're like, "Hey man," you kind of being a groupie towards them. Not saying you were, but somebody's being a groupie towards them, and they're like, "Yeah, come on, please, can I get the picture?" You're like, "Yeah, bro, chill. Let me go do this first."
I'm going to act out 5 seconds right now and be like, what? My mom died? No. Hey, Dion, like, have you... No. Back up, dude. Back up. But on your side, it's like, wow. Dion Lack is an asshole.
Yeah,
He told me to back up. He just found out his mom is dead.
yeah.
But all they remember is this. Like,
Yeah.
dude, take me into consideration what just happened.
You're not.
But I don't need to explain to you because you're a random person running up to me
Yeah.
asking for an autograph.
But that's because you're also a like you said. I know B says this a lot. A demigod to them, and so to them, you don't have problems.
Yes.
You don't go through anything.
See, now, I met J. Cole. I can speak his name because it was a good interaction. Walked up to, he came in, opened up the door for him. he reached out for me. I was trying to be cool because you're working at a studio, it's supposed to be professional. He was like, "Hey, I'm Cole, J. Cole." I was like, yeah.
And this is what year J. Cole?
This was 2014.
It would have been hilarious if he said, "I'm Jermaine Cole." That would have been hilarious.
No,
Yeah.
So then he grabs me and does the shake up and and there was an Asian guy behind me like laughing because he's I guess he thought that I'm on him, and I'm like, no, this guy's on. He's introduced himself like I don't know him. He's shaking up, hugging me, like stuff like that. Even at
appreciation.
Yeah. And even at an age, I was probably older than him, or I don't know, but you respect stuff like that.
Yeah, you remember something stick with you.
Yeah,
the humility of it
because he treats you like a human.
He was humble.
Yeah.
He realized that he was a human.
Mm.
That's the first fucking step.
Mm.
So we're gonna wrap up, but I guess to finalize this, don't idol worship us. If you idol worship me, Venmo me.
Yo, he's so
Give me
annoying.
that cash money, baby.
Yeah, see. You send
But
that.
if you wanna
Yeah,
idol worship,
chain.
Send that
They
money.
can get a new chain.
Yeah, get new
You got
chains.
the bling.
Yeah, idol worship. Yeah, we can burn this while you made it on the mural of me.
As the episodes go on, you just get more bling.
You got that
Yeah.
Prince Ali, fabulous he, abracadabra.
Oh shit.
So you know nigga has kids watching Aladdin.
I got your handles.
Our handle, Bileko Wissa, Instagram. Subscribe to What's the Hook podcast. Leave comments. Tell us, who did you idol worship, or who do you still idol worship? Do you idol worship any of us?
Oh my god.
And follow
Who's that
CL's
chick over
music
there?
on Instagram. Follow Bantu Boys. Swing the rock to Keenan Baker.
You follow me on Keenan Baker on everything, man. Follow my other podcast, Animation, and pass it off.
Huca Bera. I'm tired.
If you haven't already, just don't follow me.
I hate people.
Just don't. Fresh as me. One, whatever. Go ahead.
Confidence. Is
What about your studio space?
Here, you
Base
know what? I'm gonna
28,
get. You know what? No, I was just about to get my phone number out because I never check. That's just how I am. I'm not on Instagram like that. But Space 2813.
Confident.
That's why I hate this part because I'm not the social media type guy. But go ahead.
Lord
Bottom
Head?
Mercy. Well, you can follow me on everything. It's Meeko Cicero. What is it? Twitter, IG, YouTube. That's it.
And my handle was under my name. Just at the beginning.
Needs therapy.
Why is he
And a
so
special
bitter
guest,
about it?
Lack Fack.
Yes. Lackfack is my signature. Lactose Entertainment is my business name. LACKTOASTENT. Name Dion Lack, Dion Lack. Is my handles. Twitter, Instagram, all that.
All right, and that's
What's up, man? We out of here, man.
Yo, this is horrible. This is getting worse.